Hi everyone, Slangel here from Slangel Designs, and today we're going to take a look at, this is a quick little tutorial. This is called the lemon peel stitch. Now this is a stitch this is nice to use for say a baby blanket. You could use this for making like tote bags or even scarves, or sometimes you'll even see this as part of like a sweater pattern. It doesn't leave like bigger holes in the pattern, so it makes more of like a fairly uniform result. So it'd be nice for a nice blanket, especially if you're using like a lighter weight yarn for a baby blanket. It works out fairly easily. So this, you can do it in any multiples as long as it's an odd number of stitches, okay? Your starting chain. So you can do this stitch in whichever yarn you would like. Just make sure you're using the recommended hook that's on the label, okay? So for this pattern, this stitch pattern, the lemon peel stitch, you just need to know how to do your chaining, single crochet and double crochet. Pretty basic stuff, and I'll put the link to those tutorials in the description. So you could easily alternate colors throughout the pattern as well if you wanted to. It might show off the texture a little bit better, but this is a nice stitch. This is the stitch pattern I use when I make the dishcloths, because it keeps it nice and tight, and it's just kind of bumpy enough, not really bumpy, but there's enough texture to it that when you're using the cotton yarn, it works up nice, and it's nice to make for the face scrubbies too. So pretty straightforward. So let's just get into this here. I just have some regular worsted weight yarn, and I'm using a 5.0 millimeter hook for demonstration purposes today. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So start off with an odd number of starting chain. So if you're making a blanket, however long you want to make it, then just make sure you add enough that it's an uneven number, odd number. So I'm going to start off with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, so I'll start with 19 for mine. So pretty basic. So then what you're going to do in your second chain from the hook, and remember this first, the one on your hook doesn't count. So 1, 2, you're going to put a single crochet, which is just put your hook in through, yarn over and pull up your loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through. In the next one, you're going to put a double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, put your hook in, yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the other 2. That's the repeat. We're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, and then we're going to put a double crochet in the next one. And this is what you're going to do all the way across. You're going to work a single crochet followed by a double crochet, and just repeat. Single, double, all the way across. I just grabbed some yarn I had left over from something else, and I find there's some yarn, it's not even a particular brand, some it just seems to have the plies split way easier than others, and you don't even have to really do a whole lot for it to happen. All right, I'm just going to work across the row here until we get to the end, alternating my singles and doubles, because I want to show you at the end when we turn to do the second row, because once you get your foundation row done, every row after it is the exact same. So this is basically a 1 row repeat, which is awesome, because once you get into the zone of that, you don't really need to worry. You can watch TV and work on a project. All right, we're coming up to the end here. And you're going to find you start with a single crochet and you always end with a double crochet. So in our last stitch of the row, we do the double. Then to turn our work, what you're going to do is chain one, which does not count as a stitch. Turn your work in that first stitch right below where you did your chain one, on top of that double crochet that you finished off the previous row. You're going to put a single crochet in there. So then you're going to do a double crochet in the next one, and that's, again, you're repeating across. So essentially what happens, let me just get a couple more done here and I'm going to show you. What is happening is, from the row below, you're putting the new single crochets on top of the doubles, and the double crochets are going on top of the singles, which is going to even out, which is going to straighten out the pattern, because you're putting a smaller stitch on top of the larger stitch, and vice versa. Excuse me. The weather is changing here and the air is so dry. So for those of you who don't know, I'm in eastern part of Canada and it's starting to get colder and winter is coming. So again, we're alternating our singles and doubles. The singles going on top of the doubles from the row below, and the singles are going on top. Doubles are going on top of the singles, and the singles are going on top of the doubles, is what I'm trying to say. So after you've gotten your base row done, every row is the same after that. You'll always start with a single crochet at the first of your row and end with a double crochet. So here we are at the end again. And just grab that loop in the end, put your double. We finished a row. We're going to chain one, turn the work. That did not count as our first stitch. In the first stitch there, we're going to put our single crochet, followed by the double crochet in the next, and just keep on going across. So if you have any questions about the lemon peel stitch, please feel free to put it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. The channel's been doing fantastic lately, and I can't thank you all enough for that. I really do appreciate that. And again, I'm getting things organized for a craft fair right now, so I may not have as many videos popping out in the next few weeks as usual or as planned, but I'm also getting things organized for our first sort of crochet along. We're going to work on a blanket, and I think what we'll end up doing is the crochet along is going to be done during a live session here and there, and we'll work on it together, and then if anyone has any questions, I'll be right there to answer. So what I'll do as it gets closer to me doing that is I will post the link to the pattern and stuff in the community section, and just the day or the evening that I'll be on and the time, and that way if you want to happen to get the materials, if you are interested in working along with us, you can get your supplies ready ahead of time and print off the pattern, and we can work on that together. I thought that might be something fun to do, and just something a little different, because sometimes some of the bigger projects, they're hard to put into like a single tutorial. Like I know the sweater, the kid's sweater I posted there in the community section, I'm going to be doing that coming up, but I'm going to have to break that up into different videos, because there's a fair bit to it, and it would be a little too much, I think, to put it all in one video. So it might make the video really long, and for editing purposes and stuff like that, it might be a little bit more than what I am used to. So that way everything will all be together, kind of like how the teddy bear was done. All right, so we're at the end of the row again. So I was just working on that while we were chit-chatting. So this is the lemon peel stitch. As you can see, it works up fairly quickly, and it makes a nice solid tight fabric. And if you were to, you could even do sections and just stitch them together if you wanted to. Make blocks, make a block afghan and put it together with a nice different color. That would be pretty, actually. But again, this is the stitch I use for dishcloths. Works up really nice for that. If you have any questions, like I said, please feel free to put that in the comment section. And I appreciate you watching, and I look forward to seeing the next video. And take care. Happy crocheting. Bye-bye.